Hello dear students, welcome to Sunanda's Mathematics channel. Welcome you all in 8th standard. Okay, today I am going to explain you second lesson, that is parallel lines. Before start parallel line, I introduce you some geometrical figures. So look at this. This is point. Point is origin of the geometry, and from this point remaining all geometrical figures will form. So this is segment. Segment has finite length. See what these two end points indicate? We should not go forward. So segment has definite length. Then the next figure is of ray. One side end point is there and another side arrow is there. What this arrow indicates? You can extend ray this side. There is no limit. And this side there is a stop. Look at the third figure, that is line. Both sides arrows are there. We can extend line to both the sides. There is no limit. So line is a infinite figure. Then we see types of lines. First, intersecting lines. When two lines intersect each other at a single point, they are called intersecting lines. We can say that two lines intersect each other in a single point. So here I have shown line AB and line CD. These are two lines intersecting each other at point O. So they are intersecting line. The next, parallel lines. Now what is the definition for parallel lines? When two lines are in the same plane. What is meaning of plane? Plane means any flat surface. It may be surface of the notebook, blackboard, wall or page. The line should be in the same plane. And what is the second condition to be the lines will parallel? They should not intersect each other. So they are parallel lines. Look at this figure, line PQ and line LM. Both are on the same plane and they not intersect each other. So line PQ and line LM are parallel lines. Next type of lines is perpendicular lines. Look at this figure. Perpendicular lines. When two lines intersect each other and form angle of 90 degree, they are said to be perpendicular line. They are also intersecting. But here, after intersecting to each other, right angle is formed. So they are perpendicular lines. Now the next thing, types of angles. First we see what is meant by transversal. Look at this figure. Line L and M both are parallel lines, and this third line N intersect these two parallel lines into two distinct points. Distinct points means different points. So this third line is called transversal of line L and M. So what is the definition of transversal? If a line intersect two or more given lines in two distinct points, then the line is called transversal of those two lines. So in this figure, line L and M are parallel lines and N is their transversal because it intersects these two lines in two distinct points. When one transversal intersects two lines in two distinct points, total 8 angles will form. See here it has shown by using the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 angles are there. Because of this transversal, here 8 angles are formed. Now there are types of these angles, classification of these 8 angles which are made by the transversal. So let's see the first type, corresponding angles. Now see, here line AB and line CD, these two are parallel lines, and the third line EF is their transversal. Because of this transversal, 8 angles are formed. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, there are different types of angles because of the transversal. If you look at angle number 1 and 5, 3 and 7, similarly 2 and 6, 4 and 8, only leave one angle in the middle and take the next one, angle number 1 and 5. These angles are called corresponding angles. Similarly, angle 3 and 7, corresponding angles. 2 and 6, 4 and 8. It means there are 4 pairs of corresponding angles. So it find very simple by using the numbers, but you must know how to read name of the angle by using 3 letters. Now we see name of angle number 1. How it has formed? Like this: A, G, E. Angle number 1, name of angle number 1 is A, G, E, and corresponding angle of number 1 is phi. Now let's see name of angle number 5, C, H. H is the name given to this point. So C, H, G. So this is the first pair. Angle AGE and angle GHC. You can read this CHG also or GHC also. Only what is important, H should be in the middle. Okay, now we see the second pair of corresponding angle. Angle number 3 and angle number 7 corresponding. Now let's see its 3 letter name. Angle 3, how it has formed? Angle AGH or HGA. G should be middle because here the angle is formed. And which is the corresponding angle of angle number 3? Angle number 7. How it has formed? CHF, or you can write FHC. H should be in the middle. Like this, 2 pairs are this side of the transversal and remaining 2 pairs are opposite sides of the transversal. Now angle number 2 and 6, they are corresponding. Similarly, angle number 4 and 8 corresponding angles. So how to read angle number 2? Like this: E, G, B. Now how to read this angle? Like this way: G, H, D. So this is the third pair, angle EGB and angle GHD. Now angle number 4 and 8 are corresponding angles. How to read angle number 4? BGH. And how to read angle number 8? DHF. Like this way. Like this way we can write corresponding angles by using 3 letters also. Okay, got it? Now I will show you by using single letter. Here L and M are 2 parallel lines. N is their transversal. Because of the transversal, total 8 angles are formed. And now we want to write names of the corresponding angles. How to write corresponding angles? Suppose you take angle A, leave one angle, go to the next. You take angle C, leave one angle, take the next one. Similarly to this side, B, F, D, H. So here are 4 pairs of corresponding angles: angle A and angle E, angle C and angle G, angle B and angle F, angle D and angle H. Got it? Corresponding angles, only leave one angle in middle and take the next one. C, leave this one angle, take the next one. Similarly this side, B, leave this angle, F, D, leave this angle, H. So these are corresponding angles. Now let's see the next type of angles, that is interior angles. What is the next type? Interior. The definition is there in its name only, interior, inside. Again here two parallel lines AB and CD and EF is their transversal. It intersect these two lines in two distinct points, that is G and H. We got 8 angles total. From that now we are going to see interior. Interior means inside only. So which are the interior angles? Angle number 3 and 5. Angle number 4 and 6. Now how to write name of this angle number 3? How it has formed? A, G, H. Now how this angle number 5 is formed? Once again you see angle A, G, H means angle number 3. And next one angle, you can say like this, GHC or CHG. Remember like this way, GHC. So 3 and 5 they are interior, inside and one side of the transversal. This is one pair. And the second pair, angle number 4 and 6. So how this angle is formed? BGH and GHD, like this way. So these are the two pairs of interior angles, angle AGH and angle CHG. Second pair, angle BGH and angle GHD. Understood? Now here we have seen by using 3 letters. Now you can see here by using single letters. Again here two lines are there. XY and LM are parallel lines. PQ is their transversal. And here we want to write the interior angles. Interior means only inside. C and E, D and F. Like these two pairs are there. Angle C and angle E. This is the first pair of interior angles. And second angle D and angle F. This is the second pair of interior angles. Now let's move towards the next type of angle, that is alternate angles. Alternate. Look at this figure. Here line AB and line CD, parallel lines. And line PQ is their transversal. Now alternate. How to take alternate? Suppose you take angle Z. T is its alternate angle. Go to opposite side. Interior angles are one side only and alternate angle, one angle present this side and second angle present this side. So Z and T are alternate angles. Similarly W and S go like this cross for alternate angle. W and S alternate angle. Z and T alternate angle. So here it has written pair of alternate angles, angle Z and angle T, angle W and angle S. I think so it is clear to everyone types of angles. Once again we see here with the help of 3 letters. See here AB and CD are parallel lines, PQ is their transversal. Now how to write? Name of alternate angle by using 3 letters. See this angle and this, they are alternate, opposite to each side, opposite to each other. One present at one side of the transversal and one is the opposite side of the transversal. Similarly this and this. Now let's see its name. Angle ARS. Come down side. Angle ARS. An alternate angle of this angle RSD, where the angle is formed, that letter should come in the middle. Okay, got it? Second pair, this angle and this angle. How this angle is formed? BRS. And how this angle is formed? RSC. So this is the pair of alternate angles. So in this lesson you have studied 3 types of angles made by the transversal. First one is corresponding angles, second one interior angles, and third one alternate angles. So now which are the properties of these angles? So first property is that corresponding angles are congruent. Congruent means what? Their measurement is same, equal. Then alternate angles are also congruent. And what is the property for interior angles? Interior angles are supplementary angles. Now what is meant by supplementary? Addition of the two angles is 180. That means supplementary angles. Got it? I think so. It is clear all 3 types of angles made by transversal and their properties. Okay, bye bye. Take care. See you in the next video.